The shadows hide their movements, but not from your keen eyes. Their conspiracy unfolds in whispers and secret meetings, a calculated plot to frame you for crimes you never committed. Prison walls await in their vision of your future. What they fail to understand is that darkness cannot outsmart light. Every careful step they take toward your downfall only brings them closer to their own exposure. They are planning to set you up and send you to prison. But justice recognizes its own. The very scheme meant to condemn, you will become the evidence that damns them instead. Their arsenals grow daily. Forged papers, manufactured timestamps, altered photographs, deepfake videos placing you in locations you've never visited, speaking words you've never uttered. The technological deception runs deep, employing advanced methods to create what appears as irrefutable proof of your involvement. These shadow dwellers believe their case remains airtight. The spiritual signatures of forgery emanate strongly from these materials. While human eyes might fail to detect the subtle inconsistencies, the cosmic record sees through every deception. Each falsified document creates ripples in the energy field, disturbances that will eventually attract the attention of those with eyes to see. Though these manipulators believe their tracks covered, they've unknowingly left spiritual fingerprints across everything they've touched. The severity of their planned accusations cannot be understated. Their strategy involves allegations designed to destroy your reputation instantly. These aren't minor charges they've concocted. The fictional narrative they've constructed portrays you as the orchestrator of significant offenses, the kind that make headlines, the kind that cause former friends to distance themselves immediately. They've crafted intricate stories positioning you as the criminal mastermind. Their falsified evidence suggests patterns of behavior, establishing fictitious motives and opportunities. Every fabricated detail serves to strengthen their manufactured case against you. The trail they've created appears methodical, calculated, spanning sufficient time to suggest premeditation on your part. The planned charges carry substantial sentences, years behind bars, permanent damage to your name, financial ruin through legal battles, complete dismantling of everything you've built. These consequences aren't accidental. They've been precisely calculated to remove you from the playing field permanently. Yet powerful forces stand guard around you. The violet flame of transmutation burns fiercely along your energetic boundaries, disintegrating lower vibrational attacks before they penetrate your field. Archangelic presences maintain vigilant watch, their wings creating impenetrable barriers between you and those who seek your downfall. This divine protection explains the intuitive nudges you've recently experienced. Sudden reluctance toward certain invitations, unexpected schedule changes preventing particular meetings, delayed communications arriving precisely when most beneficial. These weren't coincidences, but direct interventions from your spiritual guardians, subtly steering you away from carefully orchestrated traps. Your heightened discernment serves as another protective mechanism. The instant discomfort you feel around certain individuals reflects your soul's recognition of their misaligned intentions. The immediate clarity that arrives when reviewing suspicious documents or communications represents your higher self, highlighting potential dangers. Trust these internal guidance systems without hesitation. The magnitude of protection surrounding you reveals your importance within the divine plan. The universe invests significant resources only where valuable outcomes hang in balance. The extensive spiritual security detail assigned to your energy field confirms your role, carries substantial weight in the greater cosmic design. Your path matters enough to warrant extraordinary measures against those who attempt to derail it. Despite their meticulous plotting, hairline fractures already appear within their scheme. Microscopic flaws in the fabricated evidence grow daily. Inconsistencies multiply with each new addition to their manufactured case. The foundation of their plan has begun crumbling beneath the weight of its own deception. Key players show early signs of doubt, whispered concerns about potential exposure, second thoughts regarding personal culpability, the first indications of self-preservation instincts activating among the conspirators. When pressed, certain participants already demonstrate reluctance to fully commit their reputations to this precarious venture. Much like rats abandoning a sinking vessel, the most perceptive conspirators have begun creating distance between themselves and the operation. Subtle disassociations, carefully worded conversations establishing plausible deniability. They sense the impending collapse before consciously acknowledging its inevitability. Their overconfidence breeds critical errors, important details overlooked, contradictions between falsified documents, timeline impossibilities embedded within their narrative, excessive embellishments that strain credibility. Each mistake represents another crack in their foundation, small now, but destined to widen catastrophically under proper scrutiny. When professionally evaluated, their deceptions will disintegrate under expert analysis. Advanced authentication methods will detect the digital manipulation. Forensic document examiners will identify inconsistencies invisible to untrained eyes. Voice analysis specialists will confirm the synthetic nature of audio evidence. Technical professionals will expose the exact methods used to falsify timestamps and locations. The technological fingerprints left throughout their manufactured evidence will become glaringly obvious under scientific scrutiny. Compression artifacts from editing, pixel inconsistencies from image manipulation, algorithmic patterns revealing artificial voice generation, metadata, contradictions betraying the true creation timeline. Each technical finding will drive another nail into the coffin of their fabricated case. Expert testimony will systematically dismantle their narrative in excruciating detail. Point by point, professional analysis will contrast their claims against established facts. The impossibility of their timeline will be mathematically demonstrated. The statistical improbability of coincidental evidence will be calculated. The methodical deconstruction of their case will leave nothing but exposed lies. Their supposedly ironclad evidence will transform into the very tool of their undoing. Each fabricated document, once designed to incriminate you, will instead become proof of conspiracy against you. The extensive nature of their deception will establish the premeditated malice behind their actions. What they intended as your prison sentence will convert into the documentation of their own crimes. Among their ranks stands someone whose conscience weighs increasingly heavy, someone who participated without understanding the full scope, someone who never agreed to destroy an innocent life. They hold the power to shatter their entire operation with a single honest testimony. When the pressure reaches its peak, this key witness will break from the script. Rehearsed lines will be abandoned. Coached responses will give way to uncomfortable truths. The carefully constructed narrative will collapse as first-hand knowledge of the conspiracy spills forth. One truth-teller will demolish their entire fabricated reality. The courtroom will fall silent during this pivotal testimony. All present will sense the atmospheric shift as authentic truth displaces manufactured fiction. The unmistakable resonance of genuine accounts will contrast sharply against the hollow ring of prepared statements. Even without technical expertise, observers will instinctively recognize the difference between rehearsed deception and spontaneous honesty. This witness represents the universe's perfect timing, Their decision to speak truth will arrive precisely when most devastating to the conspiracy. Their testimony will connect critical dots, explain mysterious discrepancies, and provide the missing context needed to fully expose the malicious intent behind the frame-up. Divine orchestration ensures this truth-telling occurs at the exact moment of maximum impact. Chosen one. Anyone can hear messages like these, but only the rarest among us answer the call. The weekly Chosen Ones gatherings are back, now held on Zoom, and this is the moment your soul signed up for before you ever took your first breath. Every week, a portal opens, but only the initiated will recognize it. When I confronted the archons beyond our reality, they made one thing clear: true Chosen Ones are rare. They laughed at the thought of us finding each other, yet here you are, watching this message. The Obsidian Inner Order isn't for everyone claiming to be awakened. We're the real ones, those who've seen beyond the veil, felt the call, and carry the unmistakable frequency. Share your story on our weekly group call. Discover if your experiences align with the authentic signs. The Archons fear nothing more than Chosen Ones recognizing each other. When we connect, our frequencies amplify and create a force they cannot stop. That's why we're going to be live streaming to the entire astral atom network to find every last one of us. Click the link in the description below now. It's time to stop wondering and confirm what you already suspect. Are you merely interested in awakening, or are you truly chosen? Prove it. Join us. The verification you seek awaits with the Obsidian Inner Order. The collapse will happen spectacularly, publicly, and with breathtaking speed. What begins as routine questioning will escalate into devastating revelations. Inconsistencies will multiply exponentially. Explanations will contradict previous statements. Defensive posturing will replace confident assertions. The facade will crumble before stunned observers. Those who orchestrated this conspiracy will face real-time exposure. Their expressions will betray mounting panic as control slips irrevocably from their grasp. Attempts to maintain composure will fail beneath the weight of accumulating evidence against them. Their masks will drop, revealing the desperate faces of those watching their schemes implode. The dramatic reversal will stun onlookers. The narrative will flip completely within a single proceeding. The accusers will become the accused. The prosecutors will become the investigated. The hunters will transform into the hunted. Momentum will shift with such force that everyone present will feel its impact. The unmistakable energetic signature of justice recalibrating. This public unraveling fulfills cosmic law. What was constructed in darkness must be dismantled in light. The universe demands transparency, orchestrating circumstances that bring hidden conspiracies into full view. The humiliation of public exposure represents perfect energetic balance. Equal consequences for actions designed to publicly humiliate you. Their attempt to frame you will activate precisely what they feared most: intense scrutiny of their own activities. Authorities will question why anyone would go to such elaborate lengths to implicate an innocent person. The obvious answer, to divert attention from actual crimes, will prompt immediate investigation into their operations. Every aspect of their lives will face examination. Financial records, communication histories, business dealings, personal associations. The attention they sought to direct toward you will multiply and reflect back upon them with magnified intensity. Each rock turned will reveal darker secrets beneath. The scope of investigation will expand beyond the immediate conspiracy. Connected operations will face exposure. Affiliated individuals will attract attention. The entire network will experience the domino effect as one revelation leads to another. What began as a focused inquiry will blossom into a comprehensive investigation spanning multiple jurisdictions. The cosmic irony remains undeniable. Their elaborate attempt to escape consequences will directly create the circumstances leading to their complete accountability. The very system they attempted to manipulate will become the mechanism of their undoing. The authorities they tried to misdirect will focus unprecedented attention on their activities. They have essentially constructed the path to their own exposure. Perfect justice demands perfect symmetry. Those who plotted your imprisonment will face incarceration themselves. The prison cells they envisioned for you await their own occupancy. The sentences they calculated for your punishment will become the time they serve. Their charges will far exceed simple fraud, conspiracy, obstruction of justice, tampering with evidence, perjury. The list will grow with each new revelation. Additional charges will reflect the full scope of their original criminal activities, the very actions they attempted to conceal by framing you. The combined weight of these offenses ensures substantial sentences. The severity of consequences will match the malice of their intentions. Courts show limited leniency toward those who deliberately manipulate the justice system. Judges impose enhanced penalties upon individuals who knowingly attempt to incarcerate the innocent. Their punishment will reflect not only their original crimes, but the egregious attempt to weaponize the legal system against someone who posed no threat except through their existence. Those who orchestrated this conspiracy will experience the ultimate backfire, becoming intimately familiar with the very prison environment they designed as your destination. The cold concrete, the strict routines, the loss of freedom, the separation from loved ones. Every detail they imagined for your future will manifest instead as their own daily reality for years to come. Through this ordeal, your name will emerge not merely cleared, but elevated. The public nature of the attempted frame-up and its spectacular collapse will transform you from victim to symbol of justice prevailing against overwhelming odds. Your vindication will carry a power that mere innocence cannot convey. The legal system will acknowledge the extraordinary harm intended against you. Compensation will be ordered, reflecting the severity of the conspiracy. Financial damages, public apologies, formal recognition of the deliberate attempt to destroy your life through fraudulent means. The record will definitely document both the plot against you and your complete exoneration. Beyond material compensation, this experience offers spiritual vindication. The universe rarely reveals its protective mechanisms so openly. Few receive such clear confirmation of their cosmic significance. The elaborate lengths taken to remove you from your path demonstrate the power of your presence. Your enemies recognized your importance before you fully grasped it yourself. This victorious outcome was written in the stars long before the first false document was created. The conspiracy was permitted specifically to facilitate the greater exposure and subsequent removal of these dark energies from the collective. Your temporary discomfort serves the higher purpose of bringing permanent light to shadowed operations. Through this process, you become both the catalyst and beneficiary of essential cosmic cleansing. Now that you've been warned, stand firmly in your power. Maintain impeccable records of all communications. Secure your digital footprint. Document your whereabouts. Create undeniable evidence of your actual activities and locations. These precautions aren't driven by fear, but by strategic foresight, preparing the exact materials needed to contrast against their fabrications. Celestial forces have marked you for preservation through this trial. The stars themselves rearranged to create protective formations above your path. Ancient guardians awaken specifically to oversee your safe passage through these treacherous waters. The universe deploys its elite spiritual warriors to stand sentinel around your energy field, creating impenetrable barriers against the arrows of false accusation. Their attempts to diminish your light through imprisonment reveal their fundamental misunderstanding of your essence. True luminosity transcends physical confinement. Mandela transformed his prison cell into a beacon of hope that ultimately collapsed. An entire oppressive regime. Joan of Arc's flame burned brighter after her persecutors reduced her physical form to ashes. Your enemies foolishly believe four walls could contain what radiates directly from your soul. Trust your intuition without hesitation. The internal alarm bells sounding around certain individuals aren't paranoia, but divine protection systems functioning precisely as designed. The sudden impulses to avoid specific situations aren't random anxiety, but cosmic guidance steering you away from carefully laid traps. Your higher self recognizes dangers your conscious mind hasn't yet processed. Maintain absolute confidence in the ultimate outcome. The universe permits certain challenges specifically because your victory is assured. The divine doesn't warn those it cannot protect. The celestial forces alerting you to these dangers have already established the path toward your vindication. Your role involves moving forward with unwavering faith in the perfect outworking of cosmic justice. They target you because your light threatens their darkness. The elaborate nature of their conspiracy reflects the significant threat your mere existence poses to their operations. The extraordinary measures taken against you directly correspond to your extraordinary importance within the divine plan. Their opposition serves as unwitting confirmation of your authentic power. This situation transcends mere personal attack. You've become the focal point in a much larger spiritual war. The forces targeting you represent collective darkness, making it stand against emerging light. Their desperate measures reflect the recognition that their time grows short as consciousness continues rising globally. The spiritual battlefield extends beyond Earth. Galactic councils observe this confrontation with profound interest. Higher dimensional beings monitor each development, recognizing this moment as a critical tipping point in the ascension timeline. Your personal vindication against these false charges becomes symbolic of humanity's collective liberation from millennia of deception and control. Throughout history, pivotal souls faced similar persecution precisely at their moment of greatest potential impact. Socrates drank hemlock rather than renounce his teachings. Galileo faced imprisonment for revealing celestial truths. Tesla died in obscurity after threatening entrenched energy paradigms. Your opposition follows this timeless pattern of darkness, attempting to extinguish emerging light. The difference now, cosmic forces have decreed this pattern must break. With you, your resilience through this challenge transforms you into a way shower. Your experience creates the template for others who will face similar opposition. Your victory establishes the energetic precedent, proving such dark conspiracies cannot prevail against those aligned with higher truth. Through this battle, you forge a path that countless others will follow. The attempted frame-up represents the old power structure's dying gasp. These desperate tactics emerge when traditional methods of control fail. Your immunity to their standard manipulation techniques necessitated this extreme approach. Their willingness to risk such elaborate deception reveals their fear of what your unobstructed presence might accomplish. The divine permits this challenge because your triumph will inspire millions. The public nature of both the conspiracy and its spectacular implosion ensures maximum witnesses to this demonstration of cosmic justice. Through your vindication, countless others will recognize the protection available to those serving light. Your individual battle carries collective significance far beyond your personal circumstances. Know that every step taken against you will become another step toward their own downfall. The prison they've designed awaits its true occupants. The justice they've perverted stands ready to correct itself with magnificent force. The cosmic balance prepares to shift dramatically, transforming their greatest attack into the very mechanism of their permanent removal from your path. The ancient prophecies speak of this precise moment. Sacred texts across civilizations describe the time when darkness overplays its hand, when those who manipulate it from shadows attempt one final, desperate power grab before their inevitable collapse. These writings detail how certain souls would be specifically targeted, souls whose frequency threatens the foundation of control systems. Your current experience fulfills these prophecies with astonishing precision. Recognize the sacred honor bestowed through this challenge. Not everyone merits such direct opposition from these fading powers. Not everyone poses sufficient threat to warrant such elaborate sabotage. Not everyone carries enough light to necessitate such desperate attempts at extinguishment. Your selection as their target confirms your significance beyond any external validation or credential. When future generations study the great shift of consciousness that transformed human society, they will learn about souls like yours, those who stood firm when targeted, who maintained their frequency despite overwhelming opposition, who trusted the cosmic process even when earthly evidence suggested defeat. Your vindication forms a crucial chapter in humanity's ascension story. Their plan to imprison you will backfire catastrophically. This remains not merely a prediction, but a cosmic guarantee, written in the stars and enforced by universal law. The wheel turns. Justice approaches. Your vindication awaits. The universe never loses a battle it chooses to fight. Remember this truth when doubt whispers in dark moments. Remember this certainty when evidence seems stacked against you. Remember this promise when temporal systems temporarily appear to favor your opposition. Divine timing operates with perfect precision, delivering justice exactly when its impact reaches maximum effectiveness. Hold steady, your moment comes.